Dana, thank you so much for being here today with me. It's always great to have you and have a conversation. Let's talk about early voting. So I know that's a very popular voting method here in Arizona. Can you tell us a little bit about what is early voting actually?
Absolutely. So in the state of Arizona, we're what we call a triple threat. We have the ability to vote at the polls. We have the ability to vote early in person or to receive a ballot by mail.
Oh, I love triple threat. That's fantastic. So it sounds like voters have a lot of options. Okay, so if I'm a voter, I decide that I want to vote early, and maybe I like the convenience of having the ballot mailed to me. How do I get my ballot by mail?
Sure. Voters have the ability to either sign up for the active early voting list, or they can call 93 days before an election and request a ballot be mailed to them.
Okay, what is the active early voting list? That's interesting.
Sure. So when they're registering to vote, they have the ability to be placed on the active early voting list, which allows them to be mailed a ballot for any eligible election. So if you're able to vote in that election, you will automatically receive a ballot by mail.
That's fantastic. All right. When do those go out? What's the timing for early voting?
Early voting starts 27 days before that election.
Okay, so it sounds like you have a lot of time where if you want to get your ballot, take some time to learn about what's on the ballot, the candidates, the issues. Sounds like a great option. So let's say I prefer to vote early because I maybe can't make it to the polls on election day, but I don't want to vote my ballot by mail. What was that other option you mentioned?
You can go to vote in-person early voting. So in Pinal County, we have 5 different locations, satellite offices that you can go and vote in person early.
Is there anything I need to bring with me if I go in person?
Your identification.
Okay, fantastic. Let's say that I am voting by mail, right? And you sent me my ballot, I filled it out. How do I send it back to you to make sure that it gets counted? How do I know as a voter that my ballot is going to be received by you and counted?
So you're going to complete your ballot. You're going to place it into the affidavit envelope. And on there, we absolutely need your signature and date on there. That's how we're going to vet your identification when we receive it back at the voter registration office.
Okay, so fantastic. So if I'm voting early and I get my ballot by mail, I absolutely have to sign that affidavit envelope because my ballot won't count without that signature. Is that right? That's right. Okay, so that signature is very important, and you do check that signature to make sure it was me who voted my ballot.
Absolutely.
All right, fantastic. Well, again, Arizona being a triple threat, that's fantastic. Voters, you have many options in how to vote. So thank you, Dana, for telling us how the early voting process works.